Hello friends, and welcome back to a week of reading with me. I feel like I haven't really been prioritizing reading, and so my goal is to just read every single day this week. So the first book that we're reading is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This is my classic for the month of March, technically. We're continuing it because I never finished it. So I'm currently on page 95 out of 116, so we're about 80% through. If you don't know, Frankenstein is a scientist and he creates a monster. You're just following his journey with that. So I'm gonna sit here and read. Dylan should be getting home pretty soon. It is already 9:30. I have been reading this today and I'm ready to continue it because I'm at the end and there's some interesting things that are gonna be happening. So let's get to reading. Alrighty guys, I finished Mad About You by Vari McFarland. I listened to it a lot as an audiobook, but I did also read it. This book, guys, oh my goodness. Wow, what to say. We are following Harriet, She is a wedding photographer, and she's suddenly proposed to, even though she does not believe in marriage and she doesn't want to get married. And through being proposed to, she realizes that she does not like her current boyfriend or his family, and she decides to leave him. And then she has to move out of his house, and she moves into this shared house with this man named Cal. And so she moves in with him, and you kind of see her life, and then something really big from her past comes up and is like this huge drama-filled thing. But there's really beautiful female friendship in this book. There's a lot of drama. I was constantly like on the edge of my seat being like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? And then something else would happen, and it was crazy, but it wasn't like unbelievable, honestly. The story itself is unlike any romance I've ever read. I know that this book is technically a romance, but it's not super romance driven. It's a very slow burn. There's a lot of potential men, and I mean, it's kind of obvious who her true love is, but it's also like so yeah, there's just like a lot of drama. I don't think I was bored during this book at all. Maybe a little bit, like around like a fourth of the way in, just because you're getting into the story. The author is Scottish. Yes, she's Scottish, and so I'm pretty sure this book takes place in Scotland, so there is like some Scottish language and just like slang that's thrown in that I don't really know, but based off of like context clues, it's pretty easy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna rate it a 4-star. It was enjoyable. I definitely had a fun time. Her descriptions are really fun, and like the way that she like uses parallels. There are a couple like really good lines that she had. But yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it a lot. Both reading it and listening to the audiobook was both really good. So I definitely recommend this book if you want something that's fast-paced, a page-turner, drama, but like believable drama that's not like so over the top. I definitely recommend picking this up. So this book was really fun. 4-star. I'm gonna return it to the library, but it's only Tuesday and we literally just finished our first book of the week, which is amazing. I'm leaving this in, right?
You're covering it over with music.
Not this part.
Why?
Because we've got our own music.
No. We get copyrighted.
Okay, first of all, I have to tell you about Frankenstein. I think I'm rating it like a 3, maybe a 3.5 star rating. I was really scared it was going to be really gruesome, and it did have moments of being a little bit more like, but you're literally following the story. Well, it starts out differently than I was expecting. It's this man writing letters to his sister about him finding Frankenstein, but then the majority of the story is told from Frankenstein's point of view, about him creating the monster and like the devastation that it causes. And yeah, I don't know. The ending was a little bit open-ended, kind of. The writing was good, but I wasn't like overly amazed by it. The story itself was fine. The characters were fine. There were a lot of characters, and some of them, like, they would call them by their first name or both their last name. So that had some confusing moments. But for the most part, it was good. It took me a little bit longer to get into. The audiobook helped make it a bit better. But also, like, I don't know. I feel like I've read some really good classics, and that just wasn't one of them. I am happy with the length of it, though. I feel like if it was any longer, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. They did have some, like, long-winded, like, internal monologue that's, like, being spoken out loud that I wasn't crazy about. But overall, like, it was fine. I'm glad I've read it. I fully understand the story now, and, like, I can move on with life. Yay. So moving on to Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I am on page 135. Excuse me. It is a moment. I'm happy to be with these characters again. I've definitely missed them. And it is interesting. Like, it picks up right where the second book left off. So I'm happy about that. Like, what's going on is interesting. They have decided to do something that is, I'm not very happy with. I'm not very impressed by. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out for writing this story. I don't know exactly how it's gonna go, so as it goes on, I might be like, oh yeah, this is definitely the way that they should have done it. But I think especially just because I've been, like, writing a lot and, like, plotting a lot and just, like, thinking about all of it a lot. I don't know. I just feel like she could have plotted this book a little differently. Like, the main conflict of this book, I'm not impressed by. I'm a little disappointed. So, I don't know. I feel like they also just, like, kind of go on for longer. Like, this is almost a 600-page book. And I feel like there is a lot of internal monologue, and I feel like some of it does just, like, repeat things that they've already been thinking about. Sometimes it's like they'll come back to a thought and, like, expand on it more, which I enjoy that, but I don't know, it'll just be something like, this upsets me, and then they'll do a couple things and be like, this upsets me, and then they'll do a couple things, and I don't know. I am, like, keeping in mind that this is a YA book, and I really enjoyed the first one, and I really actually enjoyed the second one. I know a lot of people did not, but I feel like the second book was just so different from where we all thought it was gonna go, and I personally really enjoyed the second book, and so I was super excited about this book coming out and, like, seeing where it was gonna go, and I don't know. I am only 135 pages in. I'm not fully sucked in. Like, when I pick it up to read, I am sucked in, but other than that, I'm not, like, I don't know. Like, it's not keeping me up at night as of this moment. So, we have time, though, but I'm just...
She's disappointed is what they're trying to say.
That's what I said. Oh, so, I don't know. I'll keep you updated. I'm going to continue to read it. Can you turn off the timer, please? I'm going to continue to read it and see how it goes. But, like, I'm definitely going to finish it. And, like, the series itself, I'm excited to see how it wraps up. And, like, I like the characters. I'm happy to be back in the world. There's some, like, really intense tension that I'm loving. But
do something original.
Calm down. I didn't tell them what happened in this book.
Oh.
It's the 3rd book in a series. You can't spoil it.
Just because I said that doesn't mean it says anything.
I know. So,